Estoy grabando la pantalla el video de cómo
lonely and
andar.
primitive place where I spend my days looking through the
Ay,
window.
¿se va a escuchar?
It is surrounded by a very large forest and a
Espero que no.
mysterious road. The
¿Qué
nearest
querés?
inhabited logs of any historic association is that of Old General Spillerov, nearly 20 miles away to the right. Although I live in Styria, my father is English, and I bear an English name, although I never saw him. He was in the Austrian service, and retired upon a pension and his patrimony. I must tell you now, how very small is the party who constitute the inhabitants of our castle. I don't include servants, or those dependents who occupy rooms in the building attached to the loss. Listen and wonder. My father, who is the kindest man on earth, but growing old, and I, at the date of my story, only 19. 8 years have passed since then. My mother, a Syrian lady, died in my infancy, but I had a good-natured governess, who had been with me from, I must almost say, my infancy. This was Madame Perrodon, a native of Bern, whose care and good nature now in part supplied to me the loss of my mother, whom I do not even remember, so early I lost her. Now, I'm going to tell you something which was one of the very earliest incidents of my life which I can recollect. It happened in a nursery, which was a large room in the upper story of the castle. I can't have been more than 6 years old when one night I awoke and looking around the room from my bed, failed to see the nursery maid. I thought myself alone. When the door cracked suddenly, I saw a solemn but very pretty face looking at me from the side of the bed. I looked at her. She drew me towards her, smiling. I fell asleep again. I cried loudly after it. The lady stared back, and then slipped down upon the floor, and hid herself under the bed. I was now for the first time frightened, and I yelled. Nurse, nursery maid, housekeeper, all came running in. The housekeeper whispered to the nurse, lay your hand along the hollow in the bed. Someone did lie there. So sure as you did not, the place is still warm. I could perceive that their faces were pale. I remember all three examining my chest. I was very nervous for a long time after this. A doctor was called in. For a good while, every second day, he came and gave me medicine. I remember talking to a venerable old man in a black cassock, coming into the room with the nurses and housekeeper. He told me they were going to pray for me. I have just described stand out vivid as the isolated pictures of the phantasmagoria surrounded by darkness. One thing that could happen in the next chapter is that the soul of her mom comes in and talks with her. Another thing that could happen is that the girl who participated in the story we talked about before comes back and they have a fight about what happened that night. Another thing that could happen also is that, as a guest, the priest could come back and talk to her and see how she's doing. Another thing that could happen, which is very spooky, is that something grabs her hand from under the bed, which makes her very frightened. And another thing that could happen, the last thing, is that the doctor is poisoning her with all the meds she's getting from him. Because the doctor works with the girl who participated in the story we talked about before. Dun, dun, dun. I live here in this lonely and primitive place,